Game 2 of the win of the series will try to even the score at 1-1. The NBA playoffs continue, coming right up.
The post on the way. This is Brian Anderson. I've got Tim Legler and Grant Hill at the table with me, and Allie LaForce covering us courtside. So let's take a look at the Pirtle in the middle, and it's quickly in at the point guard position. And for the Pistons, Harris and Duren together in the middle. The backcourt is Caden Thompson, and it's Herder in at the small forward. It'll be the Raptors off the tip. Outside Ingram. Back to Quickly. Quickly with a screen on Harris. The three from Barnes. Thompson pulls it in. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Pass to Harris. Cunningham outside. Over Quickly, and he buries his first look.
Yeah, that was an easy one. Cade has every shot in his bag.
Here's Toronto with the ball. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. One player he is worried about in particular is Scotty Barnes. That's the way he affects every phase of the game. You need points. There he is. You need a stop or a big rebound. He's got you. Anything asked of him, he can do it at a high level. Back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
And if during this...
On the wing, Thompson. Outside Herder. The three ball. Quickly with a rebound. The Raptors have gone 1 for 3 so far. Cunningham against Ingram. Pirtle with a screen on Cunningham. To the paint. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, among the many things he does well, that's one of Pirtle's major contributions. He's a great screen setter.
Thompson outside. And here's Harris outside. Rebound Toronto. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Pass to Barnes. Duren with the rebound. Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Thompson passes to Harris. They double up Harris. There's Cunningham with a three. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Toronto has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Outside Barrett. Barnes in the post. Herder defending. Misses again. Now 0 for 3. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. They trail by 1. Harris against Ingram. The fader. Some solid defense from Ingram. The Raptors. Barnes in the post. Herder defending. Barnes, it's good.
And Barnes putting on that hard hat. Using that size in close to get work done.
Here now, a list of the players who have had the hottest hand in the playoffs. Second is Cade Cunningham.
Perfect time to take it to another level offensively. He's really carried them at that end.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Pass to Thompson. Duren with a screen on Barrett. 6 to shoot. Thompson passes to Harris. Thompson with it. Now Thompson defending. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Herter against Ingram. Drives to the hoop. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback. Ingram's got 5.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip-in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Here's Harris. Man, off the front iron, and it goes.
Well, that's the thing about Tobias Harris. You think of him as a high-volume three-point shooter, but historically, he actually takes a lot more twos.
Quickly passes to Ingram. Barrett is screen on Herter. And here's Ingram outside. Fires in the triple. Ingram's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Pistons trail by 6. Thompson outside. Now here's Cunningham. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
And that is why Cunningham is dangerous with the ball in his hands. He can beat you in a variety of ways.
Back to Quickly. Pass to Ingram. 3-pointer. And Cunningham pulls it down. The Pistons have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Rebound Toronto.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Outside Ingram. He connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Outside Herter. Back to Cunningham. Out to Harris. Puts up a 3. He drops it from range. Harris has got his 2nd bucket of the game.
Well, that's really smart that time. Harris did not give the defense any time to adjust.
Ingram against Herter. Outside Ingram. Thompson pulls it in. Pistons trail by 3. Cunningham outside. And he lobs it up. And the dunk by Duren.
He is ferocious on alley-oops. With his good hands and wingspan, Duren makes for an easy target on the lob.
Ingram on the wing. Herter defending. Cunningham against Quickly. Pass to Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Nails it from 3. Barnes has got his 2nd bucket on the night.
And listen, that's a shot the defense will typically live with when it comes to Barnes.
To the middle. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. changes here for Detroit. Stewart, he's checked in for Duren. And it's Robinson in for Herter. Toronto making a switch here. To Walter. Outside Ingram. Clock at 6. Here's Murray Boyles. And a miss there on the triple. Thompson finds Robinson. Cunningham outside. Back to Robinson. Unable to get the tying bucket there.
That was a breakdown defensively, but he couldn't take advantage.
Quickly from outside. On target from range.
Quickly, very confident from beyond the arc, and you can see why with these kind of results.
Robinson passes to Stewart. Now Cunningham. That's his third basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Pass to Pirtle. And here's Quickly. Now here's Ingram. Launches a 3. And Cunningham pulls it down.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
On the wing, Thompson. Cunningham outside. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Raptors.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Ingram on the wing. 10 points for him. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
But we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
A natural scorer. Every single year, Ingram seems to take another leap in this game.
LeVert outside. Pass to Jenkins. Here's Holland. Stewart, screen on Barnes. Holland can't hit. Raptors lead by 6. Quickly outside. Now Ingram. Barnes with a screen on LeVert. Barnes with it. Wanted by Stewart. Chalk up 2 there. That's 7 points for Scotty Barnes.
Inside is where Barnes is most effective, taking point-blank shots.
1:57 left to play in the first quarter. And there's the call on Scotty Barnes. That's his first foul of the game. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Detroit. The Raptors also with a sub. Dick, he's checked in for Ingram. Minute 53 left in the first quarter. Stewart, a screen on Quickly. 5 on the clock. The 3 is up. Rebound Toronto.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Barnes feeling it out a bit. Pulls it. And it's Quickly with a miss. Pistons trail by 8. Here's Jenkins. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Duren finds Robinson. Here's Holland. Back to Robinson. Here's the 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And so Quickly will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Barnes. Pass to Quickly.
advantage on the boards.
Here's Jenkins. Three-pointer, no good. Toronto leading by 5. Barnes passes to Quickly. Barnes with a screen on Stewart. Walter from outside. No good. Would have counted had it gone. A big-time effort for Brandon Ingram, providing a lot of energy for the Toronto Raptors. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And welcome back, folks, for more Eastern Conference semifinal action. All right, what stands out to you from Toronto in this one?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
But it is tough to lose when you get that many more chances to score.
So on the floor for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. We've got Grady Dick, also Barnes out there, and it's Murray Boyles in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Shed. Barnes. Sasser on the double. Here's Shed. Fires the three. That shot off. Here's Holland. Guarded by Dick. Holland gets the bucket.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations. Getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Outside Dick. Down low. Pass to Shed. The three is up. A rebound by Detroit. Back to Sasser. Up top, Stewart. Rebounded by Murray Boyles. Raptors lead by 3. Pass to Barnes. Here's Shed. Back to Barnes. Shoots over Holland. Barnes, no good. The Pistons have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Outside Robinson. Intercepted. Here comes Toronto on the push. And it's in there. Barnes has got 9.
Well, that's a nice fast break finish from Scotty Barnes, showing you the ground he can cover in the open floor.
Now here's Robinson. Sasser outside. There's the triple. Barnes with the rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Picked it. Sasser left side. And the dunk by Duren.
Catch and flush in one motion. Duren presents a big target out there.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Checked in for Robinson. Barrett's checked in for Toronto. And during the postseason, let's see who's been working the hardest on the glass. Number 5 is Jalen Duren.
His awareness around the rim has really been impressive lately. It's obvious he knows every possession is important in the playoffs.
Toronto leading by 3. Pass to Murray Boyles. Now here's Barrett. And stolen by Stewart. Here's LeVert. And the dunk to finish it off. Oh, beauty.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that.
Here's Murray Boyles. Yep, that one goes. And the Raptors lead by 3.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Sasser outside. Over to the left wing. Holland for 3. They get it again. It's good on the putback.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Barnes finds Barrett. Driving inside. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duren's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. LeVert outside. Shoots it from the high post. And again, it's Detroit.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Here's Dick. Here's Barnes. Barnes gets it to go inside.
Well, certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
The Pistons have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Here's Sasser. And he banks in the layup. Sasser's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, because Duren is such a big, physical, athletic guy, it's easy to overlook his incredible passing. But that's one of his core strengths.
Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes. And the chess match continues.
7 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half.
Here's Sasser. Off the mark there with a 3. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. Outside Dick. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. And now a 3-point Toronto lead.
Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Harris checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for Holland. And Cunningham subbed in for Sasser. Harris up top. Detroit moving the ball around. Gets a hand on it. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Duren's got 14 points for the game.
And Jalen is just taking over in this one. This is how lethal of a player he can be.
Ingram against Thompson. And And he makes the first.
And, you know, people around the league think that Brandon Ingram actually has an even higher ceiling than we've seen. And with a few improvements to his game, he could get even better. I hope we get to see that.
No good on the second free throw. For Detroit, they've got 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. Cunningham against Quickly. Cunningham passes to Harris. Fires the three. Offensive board. LeVert outside. Thompson outside. Pure from three-point range. Thompson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, with that body type, you wouldn't think that Duren is an elite passer, but he shows you he is more than capable for his position.
Now here's Ingram. 14 points for him. Duren with a rebound. On the wing, Thompson. Guarded by Barrett. Harris misses.
Well, fortunately, as he searches for his scoring rhythm, they still have to lead for now.
Pass to Ingram. Inside. Here's Murray Boyles. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
Now here's LeVert. The three from Thompson. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Here's Quickly. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. And now a 3-point Raptor lead.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Quickly against Cunningham. Thompson, a screen on Quickly. And there's the lob. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And one of the big reasons Cunningham went first overall in the draft, his playmaking at 6'6" is really valuable.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. For Detroit. Reed comes in for Duren, and Green is subbed in for LeVert. Outside Barrett. To Murray Boyles. And the Raptors miss again. The Pistons trailing. And here's Cunningham. He's got 6. Down low, Cunningham.
Yeah, I just love how Cunningham alters his pace to get what he wants.
And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for Toronto. Ingram, 3, Barrett, that one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. Ingram's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Detroit moving the ball around. And here's Harris. Cunningham on the wing. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Cunningham's got 4 points this quarter.
And Cade gets the basket right at the rim, using that length inside.
Outside Barrett. Pass to Ingram. Back to Barrett. Fires the three. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Green. Cunningham, right side. Back to Green. Now Thompson. The three. Shot clock at 6.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Outside Barrett. Barrett missing again.
Well, he better focus now. His efficiency is dropping, but there's enough game left to make corrections.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Raptors trail by 4. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Now Ingram. 1:14 left to play in the first half of basketball. That one drops for him. Murray Boyles has got 6.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter. Now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass and rhythm.
Toronto's gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Thompson against Ingram. Over Thompson. The rebound by Detroit.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
No good with the triple. Raptors trail by 4. To the inside. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Now here's Ingram. Here's Mamukelashvili. Three-pointer off the mark. Thompson finds Cunningham. Cunningham steps on the gas. Out to Thompson. The three. The shot no good. Jalen Duren has been leading the charge for the Detroit Pistons. And he's already notched a double-double. He'll look to continue this strong play in the next quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
First half of this postseason contest, and it hasn't been a great game so far for the Toronto Raptors.
I'm not seeing their activity on D. Right now, the game is close, but it could turn on them unless they up the effort.
I agree. If they let this slip away, it's because their defense let them down.
Checking out how the Pistons are doing in this series. They were able to hold serve in Game 1, but they'll need that same effort to make the most of their home court edge.
Yeah, don't get comfortable. It's only one game. And it was a game that they were supposed to win.
Yeah, but you got a great chance to take a commanding lead in this series, Shaq. You could go up 2-0, and I don't see them losing the series.
Some big expectations on this game, too. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And let's get you back to the action as Game 2 is getting underway. Jalen Duren with a strong contribution so far on this one.
And just halfway through this contest, he's already registered a double-double.
For most guys, that's a night's work. It shows you how dominant he's been to this point.
Detroit leading by 4. Harris and Duren together in the middle. The backcourt is Cade and Thompson, and it's Herder in at the small forward position. That's the group for Detroit right now.
And what's great about Duren's production is it's consistent, and he plays to his strengths.
And so here is Toronto following the score by Detroit. Quickly from outside. A rebound by Detroit. Thompson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Harris. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Harris has got 7 points in the game.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Barnes has just taken control tonight offensively. He has lit up that scoreboard.
Outside Herder. To Cunningham. Cunningham is doubled. Jacks up a 3. The offensive rebound. And the dunk by Duren.
And this team really counts on Duren for exactly that. Securing, misses, and then immediately taking it back up.
Now here's Barrett. Outside Ingram. Let's go with a 3. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Here's Herder. And again, it's Detroit converting.
They're on fire right now, shooting 80% to start the second half.
And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up to the Toronto Raptors. It's a 10-point game. Outside Ingram. Back to Quickly.
To start this half, they're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
And the dunk by Duren.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
Now here's Ingram. He's got 14. Pass to Pirtle. Thompson with a steal. And here's Cunningham outside. No good there. 6 for 11 now from the floor. Raptors trail by 12. Stolen by Thompson. To the middle. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
And this is why you involve Duren in as many pick and rolls as you can. He's really good at positioning himself in that set.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Let's take a look at the players leading the way in assists here in the postseason. 5th best, Cade Cunningham.
I really admire how he seeks out his teammates. His selfless attitude and desire to get his guys going is what makes him such a valuable player.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Outside Barrett. Toronto passing it around, and here's Ingram from the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Ingram's got 17.
That's really nice timing on that release that time by Ingram. He was shot ready.
Harris passes to Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Raptors trail by 13. Pass to Pirtle. Now Ingram. Detroit.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
It's stolen by Pirtle. And he lays it in on the break. Pirtle's gotten his second bucket.
Oh, excellent work in transition. Pushing the ball up the floor like that helps you find easier shots.
Pass to Duren. And here's Cunningham. Takes a three. Oh, the range of Cunningham.
Really efficient from the perimeter. He is finding those shots that he is making.
Raptors trail by 14. Outside Barnes. Outside Ingram. Back to Barnes. This one for three. The Pistons clear it. Duren's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Harris finds Thompson. Inside. And the dunk by Duren.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's just good coaching. They have made the better adjustment.
Now here's Ingram. 17 points in the game. Oh, sent away with authority.
Yeah, going straight up with those long arms. Duren flat out. A brick wall around the rim.
Guys, he is on fire this quarter. I mean, what an incredible scoring performance.
Outside Barrett. Ingram with the ball. Pirtle with a screen on Herter. And here's Ingram from the arc. And it's Harris with the rebound. And he's going for the oop here. And the dunk by Duren.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. Love it.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Barnes passes to Barrett. With the fadeaway. The rebound by Detroit. Detroit leading by 20. To the paint. And the dunk by Duren.
He's been carrying the load on offense in this one, and he might as well keep looking for his shot the way he's been going.
And Ingram has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Pass to Pirtle. Back to Ingram. Over Herter. And again, Toronto, no good.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Duren with a screen on Barrett. There's Cunningham with a three. Knocks it down from distance. Cunningham's got 18 points in the game.
A pretty big component of Cunningham's game. He knows how to produce from the arc.
Outside Ingram. Soft touch off the glass. 19 points for Brandon Ingram.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball. Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
What stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
And they've also done an outstanding job scoring in the paint, getting close looks and just pounding them inside.
The Pistons making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. That free throw good from Barnes.
And Scotty Barnes represents a huge part of the future of this franchise. They just love his ability to slot into any position on the floor and do so many different things offensively. What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Outside Ingram. Harris with the rebound. Harris has got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Thompson. He's got 7. Harris outside. Clock at 6. Here's Cunningham. Walter pulls it in. Toronto has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Barnes. Good. He's been great in this one. 9 for 15 after that shot.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Pass to Cunningham. Duran with a screen on quickly. Cunningham against quickly. Cunningham on the wing. 18 points for him. And that one's good. Cunningham's got 20.
Yeah, the clock was winding down, but Cunningham kept his composure.
Here's Walter. Back to quickly. Picked by Pirtle. Shot on the wing. A rebound by Detroit. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Back to Harris. Pass to Cunningham. Detroit moving the ball around. Outside Robinson. From the arc. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's quickly. Back to Barnes. Takes the 3. The rebound by Detroit. Thompson's got rebound number 8 now.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from 3. Only had that defense,
But they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Walter, good.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
The Pistons lead by 20. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, I just don't think right now they're doing a good enough job of hunting the right mismatch.
Stewart, he's checked in for Duran. Holland comes in for Harris. And LeVert subbed in for Thompson. Toronto on D. Pass to Holland. There's a minute 40 left in the third quarter. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 8 assists here tonight.
Yeah, passing is truly one of the strengths of Cunningham's game, even when he's already inside the paint.
Here's Shed. No made baskets yet.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Pass to Cunningham. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Here's Shed. And the 3 off target. The Pistons lead by 23. Here's Holland. Puts up a deep 3. The rebound by Shed. 36 seconds left in the third. Outside Dick. Fires from deep. Connects from downtown. Dick's got his second bucket of the night.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
Back to Cunningham. LeVert outside. Three-pointer. Rebound Toronto. Outside Dick. Pass to Shed. Puts up a deep 3. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Detroit Pistons ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be back in a moment. Happy to have you back with us for the Eastern Conference semifinals on 2K Sports. Raptors trail by 20. So for Toronto right now. Quickly at point with Barrett by his side. They're the guards. Then it's Grady Dick. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the 4 spot.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
There's no question about it. It feels like every missed shot is ending up in his hands. Unreal.
Toronto shooting the ball at around 42% for the game.
So R.J. Barrett right there playing with an edge. I want to see more of that from him.
The Pistons lead by 18. Here's Jenkins. Out to the wing. Barrett against Robinson. Pass to Jenkins. Just 5 to shoot. 4-3. It's a three-pointer.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, we talk about winning basketball all the time and what it looks like. Well, that defense right there, that's the opposite of it.
Here's Dick following the three-pointer by Detroit. For 3, Barrett drains the triple. Barrett's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, you could see it on Barrett's face. He couldn't wait to bring the ball up right there and hit a 3 of his own.
Outside Robinson. And Detroit another 3.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Here's Murray Boyles. Here's Dick. And another basket for Toronto.
Some defenses are designed to yield the mid-range shot. For him, that's a good look.
Outside Robinson. Over Barrett. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. And the Pistons lead by 21.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Here's Mamukelashvili. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Making a change here. Cunningham's checked in. Stewart outside. Cunningham looking it over. Durant, the pass to Robinson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Robinson's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Outside Dick. And there's Toronto with another bucket.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now here's Cunningham. Nice move. And it's good on the lay-in. Cunningham's got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, scoring in this league is never easy, and that's why you need a guy like Cunningham on your team. Somebody who can beat tight coverage.
Here's Dick. From outside the arc. Detroit with a rebound. Cunningham's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Holland. And here's Stewart, guarded by Quickly. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
He's off on the first. LeVert's checked in for Detroit. And Toronto also making a switch. Pirtle's checked in. Good on the second one. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up to the Toronto Raptors. Outside Dick. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries. Here's Cunningham. Pass to LeVert. Here's Duren, covered by Pirtle. 6 to shoot. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Dick. Raptors trail by 19. Outside Barrett. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Good. Mamukelashvili's got 5 points now this quarter.
Tremendous read by Barrett. He recognized coming out of that pick and roll who had the better shot.
Stewart, screen on Quickly. Here's Cunningham. Here's Holland. From downtown. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. Mamukelashvili's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Now here's Dick. Can't get it to drop.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get 2 there.
Cunningham against Quickly. Stewart outside. Pass to Holland. Back to Stewart. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Pistons lead by 19. Quickly outside. There's the 3. The rebound by Stewart. Stewart's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Holland. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Now here's Barrett. Launches it. Nails it from beyond the arc. Barrett's got 8 points here in the quarter.
His 3rd triple of the game. A little more success from out there in the second half.
Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Yeah, Cunningham felt the contact, knew he was going to get a whistle, and now he's going to the line for 1 more.
So for the Pistons, Tobias Harris checked in for Stewart. Herter comes in for Holland, and it's Thompson in for LeVert. Toronto also changed it up. Scotty Barnes checked in for Mamukelashvili, and Ingram is subbed in for Dick.
And we're seeing Cunningham turn himself into a leader. This is why he went 1st overall back in 2021.
Now here's Ingram. Back to Barrett. Quickly outside. And the Raptors, another 3.
And now that's 1-3 in each half. He is trying to make the most of those three-point opportunities.
Thompson outside. Pass to Duren. Cunningham outside. And again, no good by Detroit. Raptors trail by 18. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Wow, Barnes just slicing through the defense. That display of ball handling was impressive.
And here's Thompson. Pass to Duren. Here's Cunningham. Sweet little floater. 29 points for Cade Cunningham.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Now quickly, it's Barrett on the wing. Detroit with a rebound. Thompson's got 9 rebounds now. Pass to Cunningham. Drops in the layup for 2. Cunningham's got 9 points in the quarter.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Now Ingram. Pirtle with a screen on Herter. Down low. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, that's a big man playing big. Pirtle using all of that 7-foot length.
Outside Cunningham. Jacks up a 3. Yes. And a nice assist from Thompson. Cunningham's got 34.
He's looked like a totally different player in the second half. That's his 3rd triple.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Thompson against Barrett. Pass to Ingram. The rebound by Detroit. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Cunningham passes to Herter. It's stolen by Pirtle. Quickly from outside. It's good from beyond the arc.
A lot of confidence that time by Quickly, showing you he can play off the ball as well.
Herter outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Up top, Duren. 6 on the shot clock. Harris. Barnes with a rebound. Raptors trail by 18. Outside Ingram. Here's Quickly. Barrett outside. Barnes with a screen on Harris. Barron! Oh, he can't connect from long distance.
And so that's the end of game 2. No question, this is a big win for the Pistons.
Check out their assist numbers.
They didn't get stuck in isolation. They got the ball to the guys who had the best matchups.
This team is playing with confidence and heart right now. They're in control of this series so far.
Yeah, no question. They're the more cohesive team right now, just going out there and executing their game plan.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Jalen Duren.
And he was tremendous on the glass tonight, controlling the boards and fighting for extra possession.
Pirtle banks it home. Big shot. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Outside Harris. Now Cunningham. It's blocked. Ingram. Yes! Using that window.
And one of the things I love about Pirtle, it's how unselfish he is. He's really all about giving it up if a teammate has a better look.
So it's Detroit easily grabbing this one. And this win shows they have the momentum so far in this series. Up 2 games to none now.
They just look so confident out there. They're playing selfless ball, and their chemistry has never looked better.
Time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Jalen Duren.